I don't care if people think it's a waste of outfit. It don't matter. My girl's in the outfit. I don't use that snot sucker. You don't want people germs to be all over your baby. Like if you got that car seat cover on them, you ain't gonna be looking over and nothing, spitting and talking and breathing on your baby. No ma'am. So can I say coronavirus? This is a pacifier I need for my size face. Are we live? I think we're live. What's good, y'all? It's your girl Kendriana and welcome to my channel. Alright, y'all, so like I said, as you can tell from the title, we are going to be talking about newborn essentials. I'm going to tell y'all what we used almost every day for my daughter. Things that we were always grabbing for from the day she was brought home up until currently. We still use these things, right? So let's get into the newborn essentials. So first thing is nasal aspirator and saline spray. The nasal aspirator we have is by the brand Frida Baby, and then the saline spray is by the brand Little Remedies, if I'm not mistaken. And that is really good because one thing I did not know about newborns, they have a lot of mucus and congestion build up when they're first born. So having a nasal aspirator and the saline spray really is a necessity, and they work hand in hand with each other. So that's what we do. I don't use that snot sucker. I know people say like, oh, there's a filter, like the snot won't go in your mouth no matter how hard you suck. I understand all of that, but I just don't want to do that. The nasal aspirator works for us. It's electronic. You just gotta charge it, and I don't have to put my mouth on anything. So that's what we do. Next on my list is Grape Water. Grape Water is another necessity. You can use any brand. We use Mommy Bliss. And we also use the nighttime version, which has chamomile in it, if I'm not mistaken. So it also has like a calming effect on the baby as well. And I give her Grape Water. Honestly, I'm proactive with the Grape Water. I give her Grape Water before I give her any bottle. I try to remember to give her Grape Water before I give her any bottle. Sometimes I might not always give it to her. Sometimes she doesn't always need it. If I don't give it to her before and she seems like she's having a hard time passing her gas, then I give it to her after and let it do what it needs to do. But we use that Grape Water. It's definitely a necessity because, again, between acid reflux, hiccups, indigestion, just gas in general, you're gonna want that that Grape Water. Just helps them to move all of those all that gas out their body. So that's what we use. Next on my list is Swaddles, the good fabric kind. So let me see. This is a muslin, just because it's right here in her crib. This is a muslin fabric one, which I do like. This one is very breathable. This one is very this fabric is very breathable, and it's still like soft, so it's like thin and soft. She really, but we don't, I mean, the two that we use are both really good fabrics, so she doesn't have any issues with them. But yeah, this is the muslin, and you can tell muslin because it has like, I don't know if y'all can tell, but like that fabric. So yeah, that's that one. This one just has a nice little flower print on it, and I don't know where we get ours from because all of mine were gifts. I haven't bought one myself in particular, but I will say that they have a bunch of different muslin swaddle blankets on Amazon, and I have a couple of them linked in my Amazon storefront that you guys can check out. But I will be upfront, I haven't personally tested them out. I read the reviews, looked through the pictures. You know, they seem to be high quality ones, but I just don't need any right now. So if I needed to purchase more, those would be the ones that I purchased, but I just don't personally need any right now. So just upfront, fair warning. Everything else on my storefront has been tested in our household, but I don't, like I said, I just don't need swaddles right now because we have so many. But that fabric is a really good fabric. Another really good fabric is I don't have one next to me, but the really stretchy one. I'll record a video of it and insert it over here, but it's like a really stretchy fabric, and those are really good too because as she gets bigger, because they stretch so much, I can still swaddle her up like she's not too big for it. The muslin ones come really big too, so I haven't had that issue either so far. But yeah, I can see her blinking. She's starting to wake up, but she's still content. So yes, swaddles, like I said, I prefer the stretchy fabric or the muslin fabric. Next, mittens. Mittens are a necessity. My baby is about to be 3 months and she still uses her mittens because she is like Wolverine. She claws at her face all the time. She has a bunch of different scars on the side of her face and on her cheeks and stuff that are currently healing because she just scratch. And anytime we forget to put the mittens on, she gets a new scratch. Like, it never fails. So mittens are definitely a necessity. And that's also because you can't really clip their fingernails when they're young because their nails are so soft. You can really only file them down, and even filing them is kind of hard to do. So I'm thinking about actually getting an electric filer just to make my life a little easier. But so that's another thing that I don't think is on my, I think nail kit is on my list. So you definitely need a newborn nail kit because those nails come in for real. And I have like naturally long nails, so she gets it naturally from me. But yeah, homegirl be scratching all up in her face and that is just not the vibe. So definitely get mittens, get newborn size and 0 to 3 month size. Yeah, you'll thank me for it, I promise you. And your baby will thank you because every time my baby scratches her face, she gets super upset with herself as if she didn't do it to herself. So definitely mittens. Next are sleepers. Now I do just so happen to have some sleepers sitting right next to me on the floor, so I'm just gonna show you guys one, but I'm sure everybody knows what a sleeper is. A sleep and play is these full body onesies that look like this. Look how small it is, and this is newborn size. Like, she has some premium ones. We already put them all up because of course she can't fit them, but my baby was so small when she was born. She had little preemie ones, and the one place where I found preemie sleepers, because this was actually hard for me to find preemie size, was Amazon. I have that linked in my storefront. Amazon essential sleepers in the preemie size were really good quality. They were cute. And again, I could find very few things in preemie sizes. So if you're looking for, if you have a preemie baby and you're looking for nice sleepers, definitely check out Amazon. They were affordable, nice quality. You know, Amazon, they get here fast, and yes, they have them in preemie size. Most places start with newborn. Target, I don't think sells preemie at all. Walmart had a few preemie things that it was like far and few in between. Like, yeah, and especially if you like neutral colors, because Amazon had neutral colors too. So anyways, these are the sleepers. And so a sleeper is just, it usually has, oh, I didn't even realize this one had it too. Is this a Carter's brand? Oh no, this is Gerber. So I wonder if her big ones have it. So these are really great for, like, people told me like, oh, all you need to do is buy sleepers like the first few weeks, the first month or so. All she's gonna do is just be in sleepers because all you're really gonna be doing is going to the doctor. So you just throw her in a sleeper and you're gonna be at home in onesies and in sleepers. That was not the case for me. My baby was in outfits period. The only thing she was not in outfits was when she was wearing preemie size, because we didn't have, like, finding preemie outfits are very hard to find. And then I just also feel like it didn't make sense to buy any preemie outfits because I knew she wasn't gonna be in preemie for very long. But yeah, she was in newborn, she was in outfits. When we leave out the house, still to this day, she is in a outfit, period. I don't care if people think it's a waste of outfit. It don't matter. My girl's in an outfit. So, but she does sleep in these sleepers, and sometimes especially because she was born in the winter, she would just lounge around the house in these sleepers. Now she lounges around in an outfit or in a onesie if we're not really planning on going anywhere, and she just sleeps in her sleepers now. But this is what it looks like. Like I said, this is a newborn. A sleeper has the built-in feet, and then it also, I'm now realizing, has the flip for mittens. I definitely recommend sleepers with the zipper. I have some with buttons. It's not too bad because my baby really doesn't get changed in the middle of the night too often. Like, we don't really do middle of the night changes, so the buttons aren't too big of a deal. But it is annoying trying to make sure that they are aligned, especially if you're tired. So I definitely, just to make it easier, just do zipper sleepers. The next thing is car seat and stroller system. I have the pivot system, the Even Flow pivot stroller system. It's a really nice stroller. It's under $400 on Amazon. You get the stroller and the car seat. It comes in, I don't know how many colors it comes in, but I have like that neutral pinkish color. Like, it's more nude than pink, but it is like a little bit of undertone pink, or like a mauve color. It's really pretty for a girl, especially if you don't want like something very kiddie. Like, if you're looking for something a little more sophisticated in your stroller set, but you don't want to pay the expensive prices for the sophisticated looking ones, I really recommend the Ebb and Flow one. It's really nice. I love the stroller. It glides super easy, and it's really easy to switch, like pop her in with the car seat, or we haven't started using the upright seat, but I have like played around with it just to, you know, be able to smoothly transition, and it really is super easy to use. I highly recommend if you're looking for an affordable stroller car seat system. Amazon, check my storefront. It'll be linked in the description box. The next thing we have is a car seat cover. Car seat cover is super important, especially my baby was born in the winter months, so it was important because like when we were getting in and out the car going to the doctor, the wind is blowing, so we had the car seat cover and a nice thick blanket on top of the car seat cover. But even if your baby's born in the summer, spring, fall, it really doesn't matter. You still should have a car seat cover because you don't want germs to be all over your baby. Like COVID has just made me feel more protective of just my health in general. Like even if people are not dying as much from coronavirus, or not really getting diagnosed with corona as much, it really doesn't even matter for me. Or can I say coronavirus? Even though people aren't really wearing their masks as often as they should be, or like how it was when the pandemic first started, I still think that kind of taught us just how germy the world is. And for a newborn baby who hasn't got their shots, their immune system is still developing. You just want to make sure that they're covered up, period, from the elements, from other people, just period. And then that also stops people from like looking in and being like, oh, that baby's so cute. Like if you got that car seat cover on them, you ain't gonna be looking over and nothing, spitting and talking and breathing on your baby. No ma'am. So definitely car seat cover. I have the stretchy car seat cover that can be used as a shopping cart cover, a high chair cover, and I can use it for when I'm breastfeeding in public. I personally like it. I've heard some people say that they don't really like that one, but it works for me. I've been using it for the last 2.5 months and we haven't had any issues with it. I prefer it. So that's the kind that we have. Next thing is a monitor. We personally had the VTech monitor. It was a gift. It was bought at Target. I don't know, because I tried to find it on Amazon because I thought I lost the monitor charger, but I just found it literally right before starting this video. And it was a gift from Target, so I don't know which model this is, but this is, since it's just right here, I'll show y'all. This is what our monitor looks like, and it's colored in black and white. Right now it's in black and white because it's dark in the living room. That's my baby sleeping. But yeah, it also does color too. And then the camera is just like a little camera that you can either mount on the wall or just have it loose. We have ours loose because she kind of goes to sleep anywhere.
Sometimes she sleeps in the crib, sometimes she sleeps, well, takes naps. She sleeps in our bed. Like to go to bed at night, we all sleep in the bed. But for naps, she'll do it in the crib, she'll do it in the living room, she'll do it in our bedroom. It depends on
wherever I'm at when I put her down, or wherever her dad is when he puts her down. That's where she sleeps. Oh, this camera is overheating. I literally cannot get 20 minutes of filming without the camera overheating. So I'm just gonna go until it stops, and then when it stops, I'll take a break and come back. So let's really try to run through it real quick because I only have a few more left. So the monitor is the next thing. You can get any type of monitor, but like I said, we have the VTech one, a mirror or a camera in your car. I have a mirror right now, but I'm actually about to purchase a camera from Amazon because I would just prefer to have a camera when it's dark outside. I can't see her in the mirror. I can only see it through daylight. So the camera with night vision is just a better option, but whichever one you can afford or prefer is definitely a necessity because you want to know what's going on in your backseat when you're driving, especially with a newborn. Like there's been times I'd be like, like I hope she's okay. Like, you know, you have the music up, you jamming, like I hope she's breathing, I hope she's alive back there. So definitely a camera or a mirror. Next, of course, is diapers and wipes. We personally use Pampers Pure diapers and wipes. No, I'm sorry, we use Pampers Pure wipes, and then we use Pampers Swaddle diapers. She is still in newborn sizes, but that is what we personally use. I haven't had any issues. She does have blowouts, so we might try a different brand if that'll help with blowouts, but she does have blowouts here and there. I just think she poops a lot. But if there's a different brand that you guys can recommend where you found that blowouts don't happen as often, I am definitely willing to try. We just personally chose Pampers Pure because I have sensitive skin and her dad has sensitive skin, so I assumed that she was gonna have sensitive skin too. So I just wanted something that was pure, clean, that we didn't have, that there was a less likely chance of her having an allergic reaction to. So that's what we use. We did try Huggies Natural Care, and me personally, while she didn't have a reaction, I did not like those wipes because they just weren't wet enough. Like Pampers Pure Aqua wipes are super moist, and so it really only takes like 1 to 2 wipes. Even with like a big blowout, she really, like, max you need to use 3 wipes, where with the Huggies one, it was drier, it was on the drier side, so I feel like it really just didn't, like, I needed to use more wipes to really get her clean. And I just you know, obviously wipes are expensive, so the less wipes you need to use, the longer they last. So that's why I personally like the wipes. But the diapers, I used Huggies and Pampers diapers, and I really didn't see a difference between the two. So I don't know which one is better, but like I said, I prefer the Pamper Pure wipes. The next thing is a bathtub. We have the Angel Care bathtub and the Frida Baby 4-in-1 bathtub. I personally prefer the Angel Care bathtub when they're babies, when they're newborns, especially if you're trying to do like a breast milk bath, or if you use the Aveeno Baby lavender body wash and you want them to get the benefits of that wash, you're going to want to use the Angel Care bathtub, just because you can fill your actual bathtub in your bathroom, your adult bathtub. You can fill up the bottom layer of that tub with a little bit of water, put the Angel Care tub in there, and then they can still, like, they can fill the water, they can splash around in the water and still soak without being obviously loose in the tub. Where with the Frida Baby one, especially the newborn insert, their body is not touching any water unless you're pouring it on them, so it just makes it a little difficult for them to soak and enjoy and really get the relaxing benefits of a bath, because that's mainly what you're using for their newborns. Like, the parts of them that are getting messy, you're wiping every time you change them. So a bath is really to calm them down, relax them, get them ready, like have a routine for them to know, okay, it's time to go to bed, this is my long night stretch, right? So that's why that's my point of giving her baths every night. And so that's why I prefer the Angel Care, so she can like soak and feel the water. And when I do her breast milk bath for like her skin and stuff, she can actually like splash around in the water and actually feel the water, whereas I would just have to pour it with the Frida Baby, with the Frida 4-in-1 tub, because again, she's not sitting in any water. And I think I have some videos so you guys can kind of like see the difference. But yeah, so we have both. I do recommend having both, because as she gets older and like she's sitting up, then once she's sitting up, you can change the seat to where she can, like, she'll be sitting in, it almost looks like a roller coaster seat, and like her feet will be hanging in the water, so she'll be able to like flap her feet in the water and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend the 4-in-1 because it'll grow with her. But with that newborn stage, you can wait and get it a little bit longer, because it is a little bit on the expensive side. I had it on my registry, so it was a gift from somebody. But if you're just looking for a nice tub for right now, the Angel Care is affordable, and again, I like it. And I've seen bigger babies use it too, so you can probably use it up until they're taking solo baths without an insert tub altogether. So that's just food for thought. The next thing I just mentioned was the Aveeno Baby Lavender Wash. There is an adult version too. I use the adult version for myself. I've been using that since I gave birth, but then I also use the lavender one for her, and I've been using that since she was born, since her first bath at home when her umbilical cord fell off. So that is, I definitely think that works. It has lavender in it. It's still an oat bath, so that's really good for sensitive skin, eczema, but it also has that lavender in it to like calm and relax their spirits. And I really do think that works, because every time after she gets out the tub, she is like, can barely keep it together between taking a bath and getting rubbed down with lotion and like me washing her hair and brushing her hair and stuff. Homegirl be out like a light. Before I can put her pajamas on, she is literally usually like that sleepy, like can barely keep it together. So I definitely recommend the lavender one. And then we also have the daily regular wash, because the daily regular wash is the wash and shampoo, so I wash her hair with that, but then she takes a bath with the lavender. And then as they're getting older, if it's not a night bath and a morning bath, you don't want them to be like relaxed and falling asleep, then you will use the regular daily wash. So that's that. Next thing is the Boppy pillow. I think I have a knockoff version of the Boppy pillow. It was a gift, but it still does the job. So yes, we use that for like when she started to, once her neck got strong enough, we use that for sitting up. Before her neck was strong enough, we use it for tummy time. We still use it for tummy time. What else? When we're giving her a bottle, if like I'm trying to move around and I don't want to just like sit there and feed her a bottle, I prop it up with a blanket and sit her in her Boppy, and she drinks her bottles. What else do we use that pillow for? Oh, I used it when I'm nursing, especially when she was smaller. She's kind of a little bit too big for it now. I don't really use it as often, but when she was really small, I would sit her on the, they use it for a nursing pillow. Y'all know how it works. You put it around you, you set the baby on it, and it just keeps them so like your arm and stuff doesn't get tired. So use that for nursing, and I think that's the only thing we use that pillow for, but we use it every day. So that's definitely like some type of circular sitting pillow. It doesn't have to be the Boppy brand, but that'll just help you understand what I'm talking about. And then you can, I'll have one linked on Amazon. The next thing is A&D ointment. You can use A&D ointment, Aquaphor, Vaseline, whatever, but you do need to have some type of diaper cream. My doctor recommended having diaper cream because if you're going longer stretches of changing diapers, you want to have the diaper cream just in case, like if they pee or poop and you're waiting a little while for them to, before you change them, that layer of diaper cream is going to help so that they don't get any rashes. It's a preventative measure. So the next thing is Dr. Brown bottles. That is the bottles that my baby prefers. She has been taking bottles since she was like a few weeks old. Next thing I see are baby bonnets. This is not a necessity, sort of say. For me, I think it's a necessity. I think if you have a daughter or if you have a son, honestly, you should put a bonnet on them because their hair falls out in the back. Her baby tongue cleaner, that is important. They will get that milk coating on their tongue, and my daughter actually ended up getting thrush, so my doctor recommended that we get the tongue cleaner and dip it in her antibiotics and then wipe her tongue with that, and that helps to keep it clear. Or you can you can also wipe the inside of her jaws with it as well. But even if your daughter or your son doesn't have thrush, just keeping their tongue nice and clean of that milk coating just so it doesn't look yucky are those tongue cleaners. And then also a disposable changing pad. Jeez Louise, I cannot tell you how many times this girl has peed and pooped on our sheets. So I highly recommend doing the disposable changing pads wherever you're changing them, even if you're changing them on a changing pad, so that if your changing pad cover doesn't get nasty and stained, use a disposable pad. I live by it, okay? On the sofa, whatever, especially if you have a boy, but definitely a girl, because they just let it wherever. They just let go. They just are free willy, whatever. So definitely the disposable changing pads. Also, we have the Free the Baby Control the Flow rinser, which is a picture that has a waterfall for newborns. So yeah, that's just for like rinsing her hair when I wash it and stuff in the shower, and like getting her wet. We use the waterfall side. Also, instead of using Drif detergent, I use Tide Gentle and Clear detergent, and I put the Drif laundry booster. My battery died, which I knew it was, but I was hoping I would be able to finish that video first. Anyways, like I was saying, I use the Drif laundry boosters and the Tide Gentle and Clear laundry detergent. And I think this might be the last thing on the list is her Philip Advent pacifiers. Those are her favorite pacifiers. They are the perfect size for if you have a preemie baby, because we have some other ones that were just way too big. Like these pacifiers, this one was when she was first born, it was so big, literally almost swallowed her face. As you can tell with my face, like this is a pacifier I need for my size face. So I touched on everything. Those again are things that we grabbed and gravitated towards the most during her first weeks of life, the first 28 days on earth. Everything that I talked about for the most part can be purchased in my Amazon storefront. The link will be in the description box. And
yes, if you are currently pregnant with a baby, congratulations. I'm sending you lots of positivity, hoping that you have a very healthy pregnancy and a successful and healthy, calm labor. And if you are a new mom, congratulations on your new baby. I'm sending you lots of well wishes for you and your baby. And if nobody else tells you today, you're doing a damn good job. And if you are on your journey to become a mom, whether that's because you're having miscarriages or whatever the reason why you haven't had your baby yet, I am sending you lots and lots and lots of baby dust. I pray that you get your bundle of joy whenever God sees fit. Amen.
And yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my very first one. I know it might have been a little bit all over the place because honestly, I wasn't even prepared to film today. I had just, we were just coming home from TJ Maxx. I put her down for a nap and she actually stayed asleep sleep, which has been a struggle these last few days. So I just decided, while I look, you know, decent, put together, I have my hair done, I have an outfit on, let me just pull up the camera and get started. That's just what it is when you're a mom. You kind of just got to do things when the baby gives you a chance. So I'm sorry if it was all over the place. They will get better with time. Again, my name is Kayla. Don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe. Comment below if you are a mom. What were some things that you used your baby's first month of life? What were things that you could not live without that first 30 days on earth? Let us know in the comments down below. Let's start a conversation. And until next time, again, my name is Kayla, and girl, what, my eye just did something crazy. Until next time, my name is Kayla, and I am out. Peace.